Hello everyone. So while my baby's napping, I kind of wanted to take everyone kind of like around and just show my animals and a little bit of kind of their setup. But this chicken run isn't exactly done yet, but this run that I'm going to go into, I have their outside water, has my turkeys, my backyard mixed chickens, my silkies, and my guineas in it. So I'll take you in and show you around, I guess. But it's also not completely finished, and I know it needs a roof and I know it needs some work, but it's functional, it keeps them in, and they can have outside time, so that's what counts. So as we go on in here, which we need to take that ratchet strap off, but there's some eggs that my kids didn't eat this morning, and here's my turkeys, my guineas, silkies, and my little backyard mixed chickens. They're all still babies, but they get along great. And so we have this run for them that's behind a fence in between our garage and our shed, and then they can get into the shed, which is where their coop is. They have a tunnel. I'm gonna put a floor on that, but yeah, they just come out here and they hang out and they can eat bugs, and there's a little bit of grass. And then I give them treats out here, and and they have their water. They also have their water and feed inside, but I think that I have 3 turkey hens. These are the 3 hens, I think. And then I believe that guy over there is a tom. I call him Meatloaf. And then my guineas, I really don't know, but I think I have one of each because their heads look different. I don't know how reliable that is, but their heads do look different. And then I have 5 silkies. There's 3 black ones, a gray one, and then that little gold one. My chickens are just backyard mixes that I got from my friend, but they're all very nice. I did hatch the backyard mixed chickens, and I think I might have, there's 9 of them, and I think I have 6 roosters. So I'm gonna have to get a better ratio. Probably cull out the majority of the roosters and only keep 1. And then eventually we're going to take the silkies, and I have another coop, like a small coop, and we're gonna take the 5 silkies, hoping that we have 1 rooster and 4 hens. Sorry, math was not working. And we're gonna put them in their own coop with their own run, and then I can have purebred silkies, either the eggs for hatching or hatch them out myself and sell purebred silky chicks. And then I hope to, that's the one I think is my Tom, or Jake, or whatever the heck he's called right now. But anyway, I hope to also be able to sell some turkey eggs or some turkey pullets. And then hopefully, if I have a pair of guineas, I can sell guinea keats or guinea hatching eggs. So that's my plan for next spring, is to hopefully sell babies or hatching eggs for everyone. And then obviously I'll have chicken eggs for eating. And then, you know, if people want to hatch barnyard mixes, that's fine. If not, we'll eat them. And I also am hoping to have Colby build me a little roadside stand, and I can sell eggs for eating. I'm hoping to make homemade noodles and dry them and sell them, and then baked goods, just different things with my eggs. And also in the stand, I am hoping to sell some fresh wildflower bouquets, because I'm hoping to get some raised beds and plant a variety of wildflowers and then put those in there as well. But we'll see what happens. That's a next year project. Right now they all have to get bigger and start producing eggs and just live a good life out here, and I hope that's what we accomplish. But yeah, these are all these birds. I do have geese too, which I'll show you. But everyone's just enjoying some outdoor time. I'll go in and get them some treats, and we can feed them some treats. Oh, and then I figured, since I'm getting the treats, I can just show you inside the shed. It's kind of a, you know, a working shed, so it's a little bit of a mess, but here we'll just go in, and we have this fence across because, well, we have 3 kittens in here, which the little calico girl and the tuxedo boy have homes, and then the little orange guy is staying here with us. That's Tigger. And they have a little cat tree to play in, and they have their litter box. And they've been doing great. They have no accidents. They, you know, are sweet as can be little kittens. Here's a little girl. Her family decided to name her Princess. She's a sweetie. And the little boy doesn't, the little tuxedo boy doesn't have a name, but Tigger's my baby. He's a sweetheart. Follows me around all over. Meows at me for attention. Yeah, hi, princess. Oops, my son's dirt bikes are in here. But I have these cages. They were rabbit cages, but I used them as brooders too for the birds, and then I had the kittens in there for a little while, but now I use it as storage so the kittens don't get into the feed and the treats and the litter, because we were having trouble with that. Hi babies. Hi babies. And then back here, I have shown in other videos, but is the coop. And then behind that blue wall, we're going to get nesting boxes, but they're going to get a little bit bigger first. And here's all the food. I need to get garbage cans to put the feed in. And then our pine shavings, which this does need cleaned out, but we'll do that in another video, I suppose. And we have to put more roosting bars up because everybody's getting big enough now to use them. But they have their feeder, they have their waterer. Oh, they're all coming in to see what I'm doing. And this is why I have to put a cage and the doors, because they get out. I'll go grab her in a second. But this is the coop with the run. And then I have the treats up here. Give them some. This is called cocktail hour. It has black soldier fly larvae, mealworms, beetles, and shrimp. And it's freeze dried or something. All right, and we'll take a little walk back around the shed to go out to our run. And we will give them some treats. Hi, babies. Hello, sweetnesses. Hello. So this door here, if you aren't careful, somehow Colby has it like spring loaded. It clocked me in the head the other day. Gave me a goose egg, cut my head open. It's fantastic. I thought I was gonna knock myself out. All right, come here, babies. So they kind of get a little scared when I throw the food, but they like it after I do throw it. Here, babies. Here, birdies. Here, birdies. Here comes one of the female turkeys. I believe that's Tilly. I was able to tell Tilly and Gravy apart, but now that they're getting a little bigger, I can't. And then this is Stuffing. She's my only bronze. And the other ones are, I don't know how to say it. It starts with an N though. And they're all heritage, so they won't, I don't know if that's just color variants or if they're like different breeds, but they're all heritage turkeys according to Tractor Supply, but we know how that goes. And I do need to fasten that down or cut it off or something. I'm not sure, but they're all utilizing the ramp well. They go in at night, go in to go to bed. Oh, everyone's coming to say hello. Hello, my babies. Here you go. Here you go. Here's Meatloaf. I don't know. I hope everyone's happy in here. We're gonna get a roof on it and then some, what is that called? Shade cloth. We're gonna roof half of it so they have like a dry area out here, and then we're gonna put shade cloth on the rest so all of it's covered and they won't get hopefully too hot. There's Meatloaf. Hi, buddy. And then of course the female turkeys and one of the guineas, oh, two of the guineas are over here behind me looking for more treats, but they're out in front of me. Oh, bless you. Well, she's gonna check out the bag. You reading it? Does it look good? And I love to just come out during nap time and hang out with my animals. It really helps my mood and calms me down, because sometimes we have 5 children and ooh, sometimes they're a lot. And our one little guy has some sensory troubles, and yeah, it's a lot, but they really calm me down and help re-regulate my nervous system, because Lord knows I need it. All right, we'll go back, put the treats away. Don't mind our mess. You're not a true homestead if you don't have shit laying everywhere, right? All right, enjoy your treats, my little buddies. That little Gold Silky there can fit through the fence. And the other night we were at my mother's house and one of our neighbors texted us and said, hey, you have a little tan bird out. I can't catch it. And when we got home, it was dark. So of course she was hiding. And then the next morning I came out and she saw me, or he or she, I don't know what it is, saw me and came running through the yard like that, flapping its wings like, oh my God, I made a terrible decision, help me, and has not gotten out again. So hopefully it learned its lesson and hopefully it grows a little bit so it can't get out anymore. But other than that, they've been having a great time out here. Hi turkeys, they love me. They follow me around like dogs. Speaking of dogs, I must have left ours inside. We do have I don't know what she is. She's a mixed breed. Her name's Luna. She gets a little excited over birds, but we're working on that. And she's gotten a ton better. But let's go put the treats away and we'll go meet the geese. All right, so we'll take a walk through the backyard. The geese have to be over in our other side of the yard. Like here is our garage and our shed. And that's on one side of the yard with the run in between it. And then if you walk over here, on the other side of the house is where the guineas are. It was the dog fence, but Luna's been coming a long way with her listening and recall and everything. And so she doesn't use the dog fence quite as much. So we put the geese over there in the dog fence so they have their own area and they won't, bother the other birds because they weren't getting along very well. That coop right there is what eventually we're going to put the silkies in. We'll have to get them a door again, put a fence up again, but they'll have their own little area there. And then come along around here is where I heard a chipmunk and must have run away. But this is the fence yard where the goosies are, and that right there is their house. So let's go see what the goosies are up to. Goosey goosies! Goosey, goosey, goosies! Oh, there they are. Hi, babies! So I have 5 geese. This girl here. And that one right there coming at us. And Sparky were my original 3. I was only supposed to get 3, right? And I got 2 females and a male from... Where did I get you from? Valley Hatchery. And I got 2 African females, which are the brown ones, and a white Chinese male because I just ordered the goose special. Hi, buddy, that's Sparky. And that's what I got. And then a girl on Facebook who has now become a friend of mine, she hatched out the other little white one and the other little one that looks like an African. And they are mixes of the Africans and the Chinese whites. So they're just basically what mine would produce next year in the spring when they start having babies. So again, my plan with them is to hopefully collect their eggs, sell them either as hatching eggs or hatch them myself and sell baby geese, goslings. So that's the plan with them. They seem very happy over here. Here's their sad little pool because I should have got a hard-sided one. But they're pretty good. They live over here. They have all this grass to eat. They get their food. They have their water. I don't know. They seem happy. I come out and sit with them and play with them. They're friendly to me. They don't really like the dog. I mean, the dog leaves them alone, but they don't really like her. And they, the kids kind of scare them because the kids want to hold them, so they kind of, chase at them to get them. So we're working on that too, but they do pretty good. Hi, Sparky, buddy. Sparky is this one. And then that's either Noodle or Puddles, I don't know. Cricket is the smaller one. Noodle or Puddle over there in the water. And then Ripple is the little white one. And I'm hopeful that Ripple and Cricket are females also, but I don't know. So if they're not, we will have to just keep one male. So I guess, unfortunately, we'll find out what a goose tastes like. Sorry if you don't agree with that or like that, but that is what happens here. You guys have stuff to say about that? I'm sure you do. Yeah. Where did Ripple go? Oh, there she is. Oh, hi, baby. I know. Hi, Sparky. Oh, big bad boy. I know. I know. I should have brought treats for you, huh? That's what you want. Is some treats. You guys want some treats? Oh, there comes Ripple. Hi, baby. So Sparky here has blue eyes, and then Ripple even has blue eyes, even though Ripple's a mix. She still has blue eyes, and then Cricket does not. But I think she must just take after the African side, and Ripple takes after the white Chinese side, which is neat how genetics work like that. But yep, these are my geese. They're, I guess, cute. I don't know. I think they're cute. Aren't you, Sparky? Don't tell the others, but Sparky is my favorite. Huh, buddy? Huh, buddy? But that's the look around of all my animals and kind of where we house everyone. And I do let the birds and the kittens free range out in the yard when we're outside. The kittens are out here a lot more than the birds because the birds are still learning where home is, and sometimes they don't like to listen, and that is like actually hurting kittens, even though I do also herd kittens. But anyway, the birds really make it difficult to get them back in when they don't want to follow you with food yet. So we're working on that. We're gonna get them better so I can have them out when we're out here. And then next weekend, the 2 kittens go home that have a home, and then hopefully we'll get Tigger in the house. I wanted to wait until I could put flea stuff on him, and we can't do that. All I could find was the youngest was 8 weeks. So once we can get flea stuff on him, get him dewormed, we'll get him in the house. He's already litter trained. They're all litter trained. And then he'll come out with us too when we come out to do chores, play outside, whatever we're doing. Basically just be like another dog, but you know, he's a cat. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I enjoy making them. I like to show off my animals. I like learning as I go. Any kind suggestions are always welcome. I guess if you have anything mean to say, you can say them, but I really don't care. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope you come back to watch more videos. Bye.